sound beautiful? This is my new toy I picked up today. It's called a kalimba. And I've been wanting one of these for a while. And I found this beautiful little piece at a thrift store yesterday. So I'm going to be learning how to play this beautiful instrument. Yeah. So anyway, Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. Um, C Love and I would like to thank you for joining us yesterday as we did our had our first guest spot with Miss Beautiful Infinite Light, um, and we talked about several different subjects. But one subject that we did speak on very briefly was about healing, and how so many of us that we feel like we need this healing, me included. And I was reading my book this morning, and it's called Finding Your Inner Shaman. Yeah. Anyway, for some reason, I opened the book up this morning and I opened it directly to this particular chapter, and it was called What is Healing? And I just kind of wanted to share that with you. It's a few pages long, but I think it's worth the read. So if you'll join me, I want to read this and just listen. It starts off by saying that healing doesn't necessarily mean something is wrong. We have been programmed to believe that when someone or something needs healing, that there is something wrong that needs to be set right. If we need physical healing, then there must be a disease that needs to be cured, or a growth that needs to be taken out, or a pill we need to take. Emotional healing has signified that there must be some imbalance in our hormones, or that certain feelings, such as depression, anger, anxiety, or sadness, are not healthy and need to be fixed through counseling, psychotropic drugs. Excuse me. When our minds or thought life are bogging us down or distracting us, there must be a chemical imbalance in our brains. Many religions base their spiritual healing or salvation on the fact that we are not right in the eyes of God, and therefore must perform certain actions, rituals, or beliefs in order to gain sanctification. For thousands of years, we have believed that there is something wrong with us, and it begs the question, what if our believing that something was wrong for all this time created the energetic field for these so-called maladies to manifest in our third dimensional reality? Have you ever been so afraid of something that you manifested it into your life because of the fear energy you were pouring into it? Many of us have. Not only is this a testimony to how energetic fields work in our reality, but it is also evidence of our power as divine creators. Healing is a very popular, diverse topic these days. With the consciousness shift we are experiencing as a collective humanity, the masses are beginning to seek out alternative forms of healing. There is nothing wrong with this mass migration toward different healing modalities. It proves that we are searching and seeking for something new, and it is out of this seeking that the new ideas, new modalities, and new dynamics are born. But isn't it interesting to think about the fact that when we immerse ourselves in a certain modality, religion, spiritual practice, physical regimen, emotional and mental clearing, that it always lead back to our own individual power, strength, and choice. All the historical spiritual masters taught and knew this. You were not born into this reality from your mother's womb, sick, diseased, incomplete, judging yourself and others. Somewhere along the way, you picked up certain ideas that convinced you of your unhealthy state. Along your path, despite what your divine intuition, even as a child, told you, you began to look outside yourself for all the cures for your wrongness. You were taught specific formulas and equations on how to make yourself right. And by doing this, you continued to sustain your unhealthy state. But don't judge yourself for this. Everything that you have experienced on this journey has served you in some way, and it has value. It is just that the expiration date may be running out or has ran out on these old ideas, perceptions, and beliefs. Imagine for a moment that there has never been anything wrong with you. How does this awareness make you feel? Your brain may want to try to rationalize and analyze it, but how does it feel? Does it empower you or disempower you? Chances are it feels light and empowering. So everywhere you have brought into let me try this again. So everywhere you have bought into the wrongness of any of you, you can detach now from, please. You deserve and are worthy of simply being truly, let me say this again. You deserve and are worthy of simply being who you truly be. And that is divine and powerful. Back to healing. So if there's nothing wrong or has ever been wrong with you, then there's nothing wrong with anyone else either. So why do we need or seek after healing? Resistance occurs in our lives and creates pain. But what if continually resisting the resistance is what is sustaining it? What if every time you felt pain physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, it was just your infinite being trying to talk to you about how to reconnect with your divine nature? Healing on any and every level is most efficiently used to clear out all the old stuff that has been kept from us. It isn't that any of this old stuff is bad, right, wrong, or evil. It just simply means that these energies are no longer resonating in harmony with our fields. As we grow, change, evolve, expand, and progress, our energetic fields change. And as our fields change, so does what resonates with us. Imagine, if you will, being at a place where everything, all energies resonated with you, and there was no longer any resistance. Just expand into the possibility. If nothing was resisted, then there would be no pain and no need for healing. Interesting idea, isn't it? Think about the ways you have attempted to heal yourself physically. Have you ever not been sick, but everyone else around you was? And you kept saying to yourself, I better not get sick. I can't get sick. Oh, damn, I'm getting sick. You are a powerful creator, and you created that energetic field for the sickness to live. What about when your bones, muscles, or nerves were in pain and you went to a massage therapist and all you wanted was for them to push or squeeze tighter or harder. When did we start believing that in order to bring resolution to something, we had to use force? On the other hand, have you ever willed pain away or sickness? We all have. Think about all the ways you have tried to heal yourself emotionally. Many of us were first taught to push down or resist the not good feelings, and we're taught in the pattern of those of those feelings were remaining and even growing. Then what do? We looked outside of ourselves for distraction and escape. We used relationships, jobs, money, substances, and environments to take us outside of our natural processes. Again, not good or bad, but eventually we are turned back inward to allow and embrace the emotions we had resisted for so long. Energy neither created nor destroyed. Remember, and nothing just disappears. When did we start believing and judging certain feelings as right or wrong? And when did we start believing that those feelings were not to be felt? What if all emotional healing occurred through embracing our feelings instead of resisting them? How have you sought to heal your mind and keep it from doing what it was designed to do? Much like our emotional aspect of experience, our mental bodies were taught somewhere along the way to be numbed, dumbed down, and quieted. How often have you tried not to think about certain things or just think at all, and your brain kept rolling? How often have you been stuck in anxiety because of overanalyzing and have tried to analyze your way out of analyzing? Our brains were made to think, but anytime we judge our thoughts, it creates resistance, pain, trauma, and drama. When did we start believing that we needed to file and categorize everything in an obsessive manner? It can be our choice to live in mental resistance or allowance. And when we make this choice, resolution easily flows and resistance subsides. Spiritual disease occurs in our lives when we are not connected with our true, infinite, and divine beings. How have you attempted to heal yourself spiritually? When not feeling connected or infinite, the rest of our aspects of experience seem to be affected as well. Reconnection is a very powerful idea worth considering. Again, we have been taught to go outside ourselves when seeking spiritual remedies, but eventually, all the practice, ceremony, prayer, church services, and spiritual counseling is for naught if we are not embodying who we truly be. Healing is achieved when we connect with our divine, powerful, infinite selves. When we are constantly reconnecting, we are easily being. So healing equals being. Being who you want and are passionate to be. Healing is integrating and honoring all of your aspects and experience together in a harmonious, synchronistic whole system. It is also about not judging yourself or creating an energy field of fear, wrongness, or disease. When we surrender to who we truly be, there is an infinitely powerful reality that we begin to create where there are no need for cures. because there is nothing wrong. It really isn't that we need to get rid of the word healing or cease seeking comfort, peace, ease, joy, and wellness. But it is our choice to change the field of energy around the word. Oftentimes, when we think about healing, we see it as a struggle or painfully tedious experience. What if healing was a fun adventure of unlocking our awesomeness? What if healing simply meant becoming more aware of your connection to all energies of the universe? Wow. That really resonated with me, and it was synchronistic as what I've been trying to do here since I got here 6 years ago. I envisioned this beautiful, beautiful land to have an intentional community, an intentional core, solid community of like-minded folk. And we work together to make the homestead sustainable for all of us, into meditation, yoga, natural healing, that inner work going in, and what I just described, that sitting with what's occurring around us, and understanding that in essence we are created as co-creators. We're co-creating our reality. And again, that's what I've been trying to do, to set up a like-minded community so we can, I guess, work together, and eventually offering a spot to have others come, not for long term, but a place to come and regenerate and connect, a healing community. I don't know. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys this morning, and also as a reminder to be in gratitude of where we are at this part of our journeys. And again, the biggest part for me so far on my journey is just understanding who and what we are. We're sovereign, free spirit beings, and we're awakening to who we truly are. Stay in that high love vibration always. And in the words of See Love, Peace, Love, and Light, keep your vibrations high. And I'll talk to you guys later.